Very good morning, students. In previous class, we have already done with the looping iteration with the for loop and while loop, and I'm continuing with this topic. So, that we have done the infinite looping. We have done in this. So, continue. So here, there is a problem I am solving here. Find the number is a prime or not. We have to input a number that should be prime or not. You have to check. See here, num equal. What is num? This is a variable. Equal is a assignment operator. Int input. What is int? It is a typecasting. If you are getting value by using input, so it is a string type. What does int? It is a typecasting. Means from string to integer it will convert. If you write a float, from string it will convert into a float. So when you write before input any int float, that is a typecasting from one to another. So here you will get the value by it will display the text in a enter a number count equal 0. What is count? It is a variable which I am assigning as a 0. Now if number, what number which I am getting by input, so greater than 1, if that number greater than 1, here I am using a for loop for I in range. What is for? This is a keyword. For is a keyword. I is a counter variable. In is a membership operator. Range. What does range function? You can specify the range here. Beginning with the 2. What is 2 here? Starting value with the 2, ending value with the number which you are getting. You will get the last limit here. This will be in the next line. If num module by I. What is num which you are getting? That module by I means which is a loop continue. This will be equal 0. Equal. This is a equal operator. Equal 0. Count equal count plus 1. This is a count equal count plus 1. If count equal 0. See, here if count become a 0, means it is equal to 0. What it will do? Print num is a prime number. If it is a divisible by itself or and it is a displaying with the 0, it is a prime number. Else, this is the second part. Print num is not a prime number. What is prime number? Which is divisible by itself, that is called prime number. So here you have to give the range. Then you have to apply the if condition. If num module by I, which number you are getting by input, with the loop you will be module equal 0 and count equal count plus 1. This is for next number from beginning value to till the last number. It will continue. So if it is module equal 0, that become a prime number. Else it is not a prime number. So I will perform this program also. So quickly, I'm using a Python here. See, this I am running. Prime I am giving .py. This is a Python file. So here you have to take care of the indentation. One space. Now this also, and So next line. See, you have to input a just like I am inputting a 12. So this is the last limit. 12 is not a prime number. See, I am inputting again. You can view it. I have inputted a 12. 12 is not a prime number. See, I am inputting again. So I am running again this program. You can view. I am inputting 1. 1 is a prime number, which is divisible by itself. That is called prime number. So now I am using another program. So here S equal input. What is a S here? S1 equal variable. It is a variable. Equal is a assignment operator. Input, enter a string. You have to input a string. Then you have to check it is a palindrome or not. What is my question here? You have to input a, with the comment line I am writing here. Write a program to input any string and find it is a palindrome or not. So this is a question. Here I am assigning a S1 as a variable. Equal is a assignment operator. Input. What does input? It will get value from you. It will get value from you. Enter a string. It will get the value from you. Enter a string. Now this is a one line which is a getting a value from you. Now I is a another variable. Equal is a assignment operator. It will take a length of the string which you will get. Len is used to length of the string. How it will take a length of the string? S1, whatever S1 is holding, which you will get from here. So I am using here length of the string. Len is a function. So it will be enclosed in a normal bracket, which I have to place here S1. I will take a length of the S1 which I am getting from here. Minus 1. Why minus 1? Beginning or ending it will check minus 1. From starting and ending it will check, it will take a length, then it will minus 1. Each and every string will be checked. Now S2 equal, I have given empty. This I have given empty space. This is an empty string I have created here. Now I am using a while loop. What is the use of while? While I greater than equal 0. What is the value of I? It will take a length of the string. It must be greater than 0. This condition is a correct. This is a colon which is a followed by the all these statements. So now S2. What is S2? It is a empty. Nothing to be written. It is a empty space is given. S2 equal S2 plus what it is adding in a S2? S1 I. What is I? I is a loop. I is a loop. S1 is a string which is getting a length of the S1. So I is a loop. It will check the each and every character which you will input. Now I equal I minus 1. What is I? I is a counter variable of while loop. I equal I minus 1. This is the update part. So this is called initialization with the length. Now this is called condition part and this is called update part. So it is a updating with the minus 1. I equal I minus 1. See here it is also minus 1. Here it is also minus 1. So if S1 equal S2. See what is the value of S1 which you will get from here. Now S1 equal S2. What is the value of S2? Nothing to be. But here it is assigning the length of the string in a S2. So both are equal. S1 and S2 both values are equal. Then it will print it is a palindrome. Else it will print the it is not a palindrome. So I am telling you what is palindrome. See here. This is a command line I am writing here. See, I am writing M-A-D-A-M. What is M-A-D-A-M? This is a one word. But I will see from beginning or ending. D is a middle part. You can see M-A-D. D is a middle part from here. M-A-D. D is a middle part from last. Beginning or ending. D is a middle part. So such type of word is called palindrome. And if this is a not matching with the each other, S1 equal S2, so it is not matching with the both side, so it will be not a palindrome. So just like a Malayalam also palindrome. Aurora, that is also palindrome. Such type of words, if you are inputting here, it will check if it is matching from beginning or ending, that is called palindrome. Otherwise it is not a palindrome. So try this program also, and when I run my program, see I have to input a so I am inputting this. See, I have given a space, that's why it is showing a not of palindrome. So it will check the value. And from beginning or ending, so that is a palindrome. Now next program, this is a factorial of given number. What is factorial? See here, little bit difference. This program I am using in the def. Def is a keyword. We'll learn about this function later. Def is a keyword. Factorial is a user defined name. Any name, just you can write any name here. You have to put here rounded bracket with the argument n. I have given an argument n. So what is n? This is a variable which I am enclosing as an argument. So here if n equal 1, what is n? This is a equal. I am writing 2 time equal operator. This is a comparison. If n value is a equal to 1, it will return a 1. Else what it will do? It will return a n into factorial. N into factorial means n will multiply by the factorial of n minus 1. This value will be calculated, multiply with the factorial, this factorial and n minus 1. Then, so this is a calling part. Here, n equal, what is n? Which I am getting here. This, see, in this is called declaration part. This is called calling part. So here n equal int input, enter any number. This you are getting value in n. So int what is? It is a typecasting. So result equal factorial. What is factorial? This function I am calling here. And what n I am writing inside it. This is an argument. Print factorial of, this line will be print like this, and format and result mean factorial. What is factorial? If you are inputting a 5, so each and every term will be multiplied by the number and final result will be display. If you are inputting a 5, its term will be 120. See, I am running it. I am inputting 5. I have inputted as a 5 here. So it will be termed as a 120. How it will work? So first time 5. So 5 will be, 1 will be, that is a 5 numbers will be multiplied by 5 times. So just like a raised power, you can write a factorial of inputted value with the last number will be 120. So next, so here, next another program I am using here. See here, this is a program. Write a program to find largest among 3 numbers. See, you have to get the value. First number, number 1, number 2, number 3. Here int input, enter a first number, enter a second number, enter a third number. 3 numbers you have to get. I am using here if statement. So here, if num greater than num2, number 1, which that should be greater than num2 and number 1 greater than num3. So first number will be checked by the second number or third number in first line. This line will be checked by the first number which you are getting here. That will be compared with the num2 and num3. So then print num1 is the largest number. So num1 will be largest number. It will be display here. Second line it will check elif num2. It will be compared with the num2. Num2 greater than num1. Num2 will be compared with the num1 and num2 will be compared with the num3. So num2 greater than num1 and num2 greater than num3. So all these comparison will be done if it is a correct. This line, first line is a incorrect. If this line is a correct, then this value will be print. Num2 is the largest number. Else, this is a else part. If both the condition are incorrect, then this part will be executed. See here, else print num3 is the largest number. So if I am running this program, so I have inputted a 40, 70, 50. See, 70 is the largest number. Second is a comparison. You can view here. See, this is a first I have inputted a 40. It is a comparison with the 2 and num2 and num3. So it is not correct. So it will compare the second number, alif. Number 2 will be compared with the num1 and num2. So it is a correct. Then again it will compare the value with the num third one. So first and third is a incorrect, so it will print the second one. So second 70 is the largest number. So such type of practical you can do. And see, next is a reverse word. Next is a reverse program to reverse the word. Anything which you are writing, that must be reverse. So how it will work? Word is a variable, equal is a assignment operator, input the word to reverse. This is a message will be print there. This is the next line. For care in range LAN word. See, I am showing there with the practical. See, I am renaming this with the word. So see here, you can view input the word to be reversed. I am writing here Niharika. I have written Niharika here. See, from bottom to top, Niharika. So first this from this. See, you can view here. It will reverse the whatever you are typing here. So reversing the character from bottom to top to bottom, not a top to bottom, bottom to top. See, Niharika. So this is a reversing word. So such type of program you can do here by using for loop. See the very simple two-line program. Word is a variable. Input is a for inputting a input from keyword. Input a word to reverse. This text will be displayed over there. Now I am using for loop for char. What is char? Char is a variable. In is a membership operator. Range is a function. What is doing range? It is a taking a length of the word which I am getting from here. So also it is a -1, -1, -1. 3 times it is done -1. So here print word. This word you have to write here char. What is char? This is a counter variable, comma, and so this is for space. This is for next line. Whatever text will be up there, that will be in a next line. See, if I am removing this, this minus 1 minus 1. So what happens? Only minus 1 I have given. I have given us Sarvesh. So I am inputting here. See, this also reversing. No need to write in another minus 1 over there. So again I am removing that. See, I am removing this one. This minus 1, what happens? I have written a Ramandeep. Ramandeep I have written, then what happens? It also Ramandeep. See, not in a reverse form. It is a printing but not in a reverse form. So if I am applying here with the minus 1, minus 1, it will print the value in a reverse. See, you can view this. I have inputted directly. Directly it is a printing. If I am applying with the minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, that will be reverse the value. So here you have to write, separate it with the comma. Again minus 1, comma, minus 1. Then it will become output. See, this is in a reverse order. So you can try small program. This is a very interesting with the while loop. I hope you will understand all these topics. So continue with the this few patterns matching and will in the next class. Thank you.